Hi, everybody, and welcome back. I was going to do some reacts yesterday, but I just got incredibly busy and I just ran out of time. So I'm trying to use today to kind of catch up on everything I missed yesterday. So Foodie did a vlog with Salah called Muslim Couple Visit Arab Street in Bangkok, Thailand. Wow, Foodie, that's a big title. You couldn't have made it smaller. Has to be all spread out. Anyway, I did peek at the vlog, and there's so many react worthy moments. So she goes to Arab Street in Thailand, and her and Salah, they're just so disgusting for all the money that she makes. And she is in Thailand just trying to get everything way on the cheap, walking around Arab Street. People give her a price, and she goes, "It's too expensive, too expensive." But I thought you had so much money, Foodie. But yet, hardworking people, you're going to try to haggle them down to nothing. Really? Anyway, so you know what? Let's just get into the vlog. Let's get into it. I'm ready. I'm going to look through all of Chantal's content today and see what's react worthy and what isn't. And that's what we're going to do. But there's just so much to talk about with this vlog. There really is. So let's get to, shall we?
And Shisha cafes. We were in the
And it seems like Salah's doing more of the narration than Chantal in this one for some reason. I guess she's trying to include him more, although he is just as bad with describing things as she is. Neither one of those two idiot sandwiches will pick up a dictionary and learn some descriptive words. You want to do a couple vlogs, and yet neither one of you knows how to describe things or present things in a way that makes it much more interesting. And I would think, Foodie, that if you want to do couple stuff, travel vlog stuff, that you would pay more attention to other channels and how they do their content and try to do some studying and pick up some things along the way and apply them to your vlogs. But, you know, the two of you are just lazy. Lazy. So you get what you get, I guess, as far as money.
Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to another vlog in Bangkok, Thailand. We are on our way to Arab Street here in Bangkok. Yes, that's right, Arab Street. Bangkok has a district that is full of halal and Arab restaurants, Arab owned markets, and shisha cafes. We were in the mood for shisha and decided to check out more.
You guys are always in the mood for Shisha. And I'm going to go on record as saying I think that they might be smoking something other than Shisha in Thailand, because she did a live, and the last 3 lives she did, she looked hamburger-eyed. And Shisha does not cause that. So why are you over there looking all hamburger-eyed, Foodie? The last time we saw that was when you were in Canada and you were smoking the good green. Okay? So what are you doing in Thailand?
More of the area, and we are going to take you guys with us. So we hope you will enjoy the video, guys.
So Arab Street is located in the Sukhumvit area between Soi 3 and Soi 5. Basically, when you start to arrive on Arab Street, you see a bunch of stores with Arabic writing and a bunch of shawarma shops, of course. A lot of places.
You know what have made this vlog a lot more interesting? Getting out of the tuk-tuk and walking along the street. I mean, I don't encourage them filming people and their faces on film, but going into some of those shops. What is in the shops? Like, do some shopping on Arab Street. Show us what's in the shops, all the different products. That would have been interesting, but no, they'd rather just ride right by on the tuk-tuk. Like this right here. You know what this is, y'all? Remember back in Kuwait, all the driving footage? We're getting a different version of that in Thailand. So same content, different country.
Are
sad. It's sad to see what this content could have been had they cared about the content versus what it is. That's what you get when you got a lazy non-couple vlogging together.
Sold in an alleyway, and we were looking for somewhere to eat and smoke shisha.
There's places everywhere. So what's the problem? There's places. I'm seeing all kinds of places to eat. You know what they were looking for? They were looking for a place to eat where there was nobody, because that's one of the requirements when you're with Foodie. When we go into a restaurant, there can't be anybody else. The place has to be deserted. Find a deserted restaurant, Salah. Find me one. If there's people in there, we can't go in there.
And a lot of the shops remind me of places in Kuwait, just very flashy looking, gold lettering and of the sort.
And I want to point something out. So they both claim to be Muslim people. And I'm sure there are mosques in Thailand. They've gone to temples, they've gone to the market, they've gone out at night walking, but not one mention of going to a mosque and praying. Not one single mention. Not one.
And there's Salah, my handsome husband, looking like a tourist himself. As you see here, there are some fruit stalls where they are selling Thai fruits. A lot of fruits I've never seen before. So stay tuned for that video coming up, taste test on the Foodie Beauty channel.
Yeah, you put out that fruit video. I don't know if I'm going to react to it. It looks boring. The shame of it all. They're in Thailand, a city of beauty and wonder and wonderful people. Oh my God, the content I would do if I went to Thailand. I would enjoy it. I would. I would make a point to learn some of the language and talk to some of the locals and get to know some of them and introduce myself and experience the nightlife. Oh, I'd have a ball in Thailand. But she doesn't want to socialize. She doesn't want to do anything except find deserted places to eat or smoke. And then if she's not doing that, go back to the room with Salah and do her lives. This is what you went to Thailand for, Foodie? On top of the border hopping? You went there to be as bored as you are in Kuwait. Shame.
Most of the Shisha cafes here have mixed menu, but they have halal. I was so excited to see halal.
You didn't care. You really didn't care. Foodie, since you've been in Thailand, there's been 2 occasions where you did not eat halal. The pizza that you ate was not halal. And I showed proof of that in the last react. Somebody left a review saying the food was not halal because they cook with pork. And then the hot dogs. So I'm sure off camera you are going to town on the non-halal food. We're not going to see that on camera much, but you don't care about halal food. And let's be real, you're not really a Muslim woman. You make up your own rules as you go. You curse, you use profanity, you're gross, the gluttony, the overeating, all that. I mean, you're just cosplaying at it. I don't know who you think you're fooling, putting on this act of being a Muslim woman. You're not a Muslim woman. You said it yourself. The only reason why you're wearing an abaya and a hijab is because of your weight gain. You think it disguises your weight gain. Guess what? It doesn't. Because your abayas fit like bodycon dresses. We can see everything, girl, even your belly button. So if you're using the abayas to disguise how big you are, it's not working. And I would think that'd be a wake-up call that you need to do something about your health. But if you're not concerned about your health, then why should I be concerned? Because you should be the first one to care about your body.
And to see feta cheese, to be honest.
And you know what? Proof of her not caring about her body, you guys are going to see it in a minute. Just watch.
And olives and hummus and just some foods that we were missing.
You weren't missing that.
The menu had like a melange of Arab.
What is she talking about? She was missing that food. Because what did she eat in Kuwait? She ate nothing but fast food. The burgers and all that, the takeout. We saw very little of this right here. There's always fast food takeout. You're not missing it.
Arabic, Thai, and Indian food. So we ordered our food and just wanted to show you a little bit.
And y'all take notice, the place is deserted. How is it they can go to a busy place like Thailand where there are tourists everywhere and always it seems like they land in places where there's no one else? How is that possible? Do they call ahead and say, hey, is there anybody there? Like, can we come in before opening time or right at opening time or right when closing time? I mean, how does that work? How are they doing this? How are they finding these deserted places in Thailand? I need to know.
of the area where we are and saying hey.
By the way, foodie, those ridiculous face filters, can you knock it off? Because Salah makes a point to show you from far away, and the face filters only work when you're close up. But he's making sure to get those long body shots, and we can see your face is not pointy. Okay, you don't have an elf chin going on. You don't have that diamond face. So knock it off with the filters. Just be your natural self.
So since we were starving, we ordered food before the food.
No. Y'all are starving. According to you, you're starving. Ma'am, you're 500 pounds. There's no possible way you could be starving. No possible way. None. This was about you wanting food, not him. But you wanted to make the blog longer, so you had to include food. It's kind of like filler footage.
Food, feta cheese and olive salad,
Looks good.
and some cheese naan, and we ended up
Cheese bread, of course, because there has to be cheese somewhere in the meal. So we have feta cheese and we have cheese bread. There's two different kinds of cheese.
just sharing the two of them, of course. Well, hello there.
Are those party size options? I'm being real here. Like, that's a lot of bread for two people. I mean, those slices of bread are huge. I would think half of one would be enough for one person, or just two of those. Why do you need four?
There.
Or maybe they saw Foodie and said, give her extra. I don't know.
And to drink, I got a Singa soda water, and Salah got a Coca-Cola.
And here I am, trying the cheese naan. I guess you can tell by the look.
Yay, travel vlog. This is a travel vlog. What is he doing? I'm trying cheese bread. How exciting, y'all. He's trying the cheese bread. I'm hanging on the edge of my seat with anticipation about what comes next.
On my face, how delicious it was.
All right, I know.
Okay, game over. Done. Done. Look at that. Seriously? With the rice? You know what? We've had this discussion before, y'all. You know my thoughts already. That portion of rice is for like 4 or 5 people, easily. An entire freaking dinner plate. Oh, wait, but it gets better. There's a second plate of rice. That's just for her.
After all that talk about Arabic food, we ended up getting some Indian food. I cannot resist a good palak paneer.
So you're in Thailand, and you could easily get food from Thailand. You're choosing Indian food. Couldn't wait till your trip back home to Kuwait. The idea of going to another country is to immerse yourself in the country and try the foods of that country and learn about the culture and the people and the manners and really experience the country as much as you can. Tell the truth, foodie. You chose that food because you get a massive amount of it, or you ordered a massive amount of it. Y'all, this is crazy. Like, what the heck is going on here? Wow. Wow. This has to be for 4 or 5 people. There's no possible way that any restaurant would give this portion to just 2 people. They ordered extra.
Which I got, and so
Look at that. Okay, I'm blowing it up. So I guess this is his plate and this is hers. They each got a huge plate of rice. So let's review. Earlier, there was the cheese bread, carbs, lots of that. And now we have one plate of rice and we got another plate of rice. Notice that her plate is bigger than his. I mean, they're both oversized portions here. This is ridiculous portions, but her plate's bigger than his. Of course, it has to be. She has to do the most.
I got some kind of white beans with mutton curry dish. I got white basmati rice, and he got some saffron rice. And the food was amazing.
You know, I'm going to include something here that I found out earlier. But I was reading something. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, both white and brown rice contain mainly carbohydrates and some protein, blah, blah, blah. Okay, people with diabetes can include rice as part of a healthful diet, but they should eat rice in moderation and be mindful that 1 cup of rice contains 45 grams of carbs. Well, that looks like more than 1 cup. It looks like way more than 1 cup. Okay. But I food is so ridiculous with her food. I'm not even going to get mad at it. It's her body. She can do what she wants with it, but it's just anybody that tells me that she's not doing these videos for the feedy people, that 25%, I'm sorry. You're going to lose that argument with me. Everything that I've seen the last few vlogs, there's something in it to, like pointing at the feedy people saying, look at me, pay attention to me, sub to me, send me super chats. Always with the abundance in food.
So after we had a wonderful dinner, it was actually very delicious, by the way, and the service here was amazing.
Again, this is like a shisha lounge. There's nobody there. Hello, hello, hello. Nobody there. Always with the deserted places. How do they do it? Are they going in on off hours? I mean, do they call ahead? I don't know.
We headed over to the Shisha part, which was just a few feet away. They have a separate lounge area, which is usually dimly lit. They turned on the light for a few moments so we could order something off the menu to drink. And here I am dancing to a Saudi Arabian concert that was on.
You're not dancing. What is she talking about? So they went to a shisha lounge to smoke, and she just sitting there watching TV. She's like, and here I am dancing. Girl, you're not even off the couch. Your feet aren't even flat on the floor. Dancing means you get up and you move. You do something. You're not dancing. Your idea of dancing anymore is you waving your arms around around your head like a toddler. But you're not even doing that. What do you mean you were dancing? Ridiculous.
On TV, someone was playing the oud, so I just wanted to show you around a bit. And I was just having a fun time clapping.
You know what, Salat? Stop having sex with yourself on camera, sir. That's what you're doing. He's sitting there like winking at the camera. Hey, look at me. Hey. Look where he's at. Look where she's at. She's on the couch or the love seat by herself. He's across the room like I effing himself in the camera, like winking at the camera, like, yeah, I'm sexy and I know it. And she's over there just like clapping her hands. Oh God, happily married couple.
My hands. I just want to say this quality time we spend together, just being close and just doing low-key things is amazing too. We've done a lot of activities.
Why is it after all this time that they've known each other, talked to each other, spent time with each other, and every interaction still looks cringe and forced? Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy and pick things apart. I'm just giving my thoughts. Like, she's got this look on her face when she's got her head on his shoulder. And he looks like he hates it. He does. He's not like leaning into her doing that, which a normal couple, that's how they would behave. He's just sitting there letting her do it, but he's not leaning into it and like holding her close. He's probably like counting down the seconds of like, how long does this have to go on for? And I'd like to argue a point with you, Foodie, about the quality time. Because if you guys were a real couple and you wanted quality time, you would turn the camera off. even if you're a YouTuber, even if you have a big channel, sometimes it's good to turn the camera off and spend some quality non-camera time with a person you love. Have a private life. If you got the camera on and you are performing in front of people, then it's not really quality time. It's quantity time. That's what it is.
Here on this channel, since
Look, cringe at work. Oh my God. He's petting her on the head like a child or an animal. This is how you show affection to your wife? Oh, you're such a good girl. Oh, good foodie, good foodie. Oh my God. I could never.
we've started it, but sometimes
He pets her head and he pinches her little cheek like a little good girl. Oh, I can't. It's just,
just hanging out together and relaxing is also really cool.
He why does he grab at her face like that? It's like grabbing at her chins. Why? Ew, creepy. Stop. You know, they went to Thailand because they're waiting for their visas to be renewed. They could have done so much on this trip. So much. I mean, Salah's been whining and crying and bawling and all of that to get out of Kuwait. He was begging Foodie to lose the weight, to get in this shape so they could travel. Okay, you guys are traveling, Salah, but what are you doing? You're in Thailand. And you guys are doing the exact same things you were doing in Kuwait. Maybe it's because of the shape that she's in, but you're in a shisha lounge and watching TV. Don't you guys do enough of that in Kuwait? I'm sorry. If I were traveling, if I'm going to go on a trip, I want to do things that I can't normally do back home. I'm going to go experience food that I wouldn't normally eat. I'm going to go do things. That's the purpose of going on a vacation. You enjoy yourself and you relax, but you're finding new things.
So we decided just to share a lemon mint shisha, our favorite flavor, and I really didn't have all that much.
Liar. Look, we're still with the face touching. Oh, you're so cute. Oh my, I can't. You know, he's got this look on his face like, I've got her wrapped around my fingers so tight, she can't even think straight. He does. He has this look like, I got this in the bag. I got her and her money just wrapped around me, and I'm gonna be a kept man until something happens. But you know what? They're both fools. They really are. But let them be fools together. I'm just here to react. Why is she's sweating? Y'all, look. Her face is all shiny. They're in an air-conditioned building, I think. But she's sweating. What is going on that you're always hot no matter where you go, Foodie? Like her, look. Her forehead is shiny. Her nose right there by her eye. Girl, why are you sweating so much? How could she be comfortable? Listen, if you're so hot that you're sweating like that, you are not comfortable. You're not.
Now I know I have asthma, but for some reason the shisha, maybe because it's through a water bong, doesn't irritate my lungs as much, and I only
But it still irritates your lungs and you have trouble breathing. You really shouldn't be smoking because the shisha smoke is equal to 90 cigarettes, Foodie. And because of that, don't you dare say another word to anybody who's a reactor or anybody that smokes cigarettes, because you're over there doing shisha sessions and you're smoking several packs of cigarettes all at once.
Take a few puffs here and there. I don't have a whole one to myself. So I ordered a doodh patti chai, which is basically the tea boiled with milk and sugar, not water. It was really good.
It's milk tea. I love milk tea. And for anybody that likes tea, any tea enthusiast out there, can I say milk tea is delicious. And it's easy to make. You just boil up a batch of tea, add some milk, and you're good to go. Love milk tea.
Actually, guys, this restaurant is very good service. Food taste.
And I recommend Earl Grey tea if you do that, because the Earl Grey with the orange notes is just amazing.
And very reasonable prices.
Exiting the Shisha cafe and restaurant, the streets, as we looked around, were just alive, to say the least. You could smell a different myriad of foods cooking. There's people walking in all directions. You have to be
Oh God, this guy right here, he's staring. Look, he's got his eyes directly on her.
careful not to run into anyone.
He's looking at her and then looking at him like, are you okay, dude? You see the look he gave, like, bro, really?
There are also a lot of vendors selling all different kinds of things you can imagine. More traditional
Here we go. There's another look right there.
Arab restaurants as well around the streets, and people just selling everything, you know, bracelets, keychains, things that they made by hand.
Can I try one? I want to try it. See.
Looks nice.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
No, I said 150 okay, for two.
150 for two?
Yeah.
I want to see this.
But nice.
Oh, cool.
I'll be going wild buying bracelets from that lady because I love bracelets.
Okay. Very cool, mine.
Two like this, nice.
Yeah.
Baby, this one for you, I think. These colors.
Oh,
Okay, now something happens here. I don't know what this, maybe this is the woman who handles the money for this lady over here, but she makes a gesture and I'm not quite sure what that's about.
yeah.
Or fit for you.
I like this one.
Try it.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful tie, handmade from this lady.
I think she was trying to say, hey, you need to pay.
Okay. Thank you very much. It is?
You have pedicure? Oh.
And how much for this one?
Like 900.
How much?
900.
900? What?
Okay, so I did the conversion on this. 900 baht is equal to like $33, which is not bad. I've heard that there are cheaper places for manicures and pedicures in Thailand. Depending on where you go, some of the higher end salons will charge a little bit more, but that's normal where you go. But $33 for a pedicure, that ain't bad. But they're going to tell her, oh, that's too much, too much. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? You know, Foodie's feet desperately need that pedicure. They need a bath. And she's going to complain about somebody asking for $33 for a pedicure. Now, I don't know how it works in Thailand as far as bartering. I know there's a lot of bartering over there and negotiating as far as prices. That might only apply to goods, but not services. But imagine complaining about paying $33 for a pedicure. Any of the ladies or anybody else in the audience that you do pedicures, $33 is nothing. And pedicures make your feet feel and look amazing. So, but they're going to say, oh, it's too expensive, too expensive.
Too much.
Yeah, there are way cheaper places, but are going to go to them? Probably not. Because they're both cheap. Miss World Traveler, too cheap to pay people for their time and their services.
Expensive so much, right?
Yeah.
شكرا.
Yemen. Oh, Yemen? Oh, okay. I'm sweating buckets.
We're sweating buckets back at the Shisha Lounge. But you know what? It's hot and humid over there. You want to go to Thailand, this is what it is. Tropical weather.
Oh, you feel me? Thank you.
It's raining.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to take tuk-tuk?
The shawarma place?
Shawarma.
Yeah.
No, too much.
Okay, so you guys just saw in just a couple seconds ago, there aren't just tuk-tuks in Bangkok. There are actual taxis. They don't have Uber or Lyft over there, but they do have other Uber-like services. Why not just take a regular taxi? I got a feeling about why they did that. Because with a tuk-tuk driver, maybe you can negotiate the price, but with like an Uber-like regular car taxi service, you can't do that. So of course, them being cheap, gonna try to haggle somebody down next to nothing. And it's exactly what they do with this poor tuk-tuk driver, because they haggled him down to less than $6 for a ride.
150.
It's $6.
150.
So originally,
Okay, I'm just gonna double check to make sure that I'm not giving any misinformation. Bot. Right, I'm doing like on the fly research to okay, so 150, yeah. 150 Thai baht is $5.67 Canadian dollars. Foodie, you should be ashamed of yourself. You really should.
the tuk-tuk driver wanted 400 baht, which, guys, I'm gonna do a video.
Okay, you know what? So what is 400 baht? Let me do 400 baht. But the tuk-tuk driver wanted $15.11 for the ride. And they bargained him all the way down to less than $6. That's crazy. That's crazy. And knowing Foodie and Salah, they wanted him to take her for a long, long, long ride.
On this, do not accept a high price right away. You have to negotiate, because a taxi would have only been like 150 or 140 baht. So finally we negotiated
Why didn't you take a taxi? Why'd you take the tuk-tuk?
on 160, and he accepted that.
The raining breeze is out of control.
Really nice.
Very nice.
One good thing about taking a tuk-tuk is that you fresh air.
Yeah. It's a vibes.
Yeah.
A little interesting thing about taxis, I used to take them all the time. If you are someone and you are a taxi driver, and if you have a passenger that messes up the inside of your taxi, like vomiting or whatnot, you can charge them extra for that. Because you're messing up their money. That's why it's always good to be respectful to the taxi drivers, because that's how they make their living. So But maybe that's the reason why she didn't get into a taxi, because she's been sweating. She would stink up the entire interior. And so they're in a tuk-tuk because, she's been sweating. She doesn't smell good. But at least with the open air, it's not as bad.
I love Tuk-tuk.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Look at how she's sitting. He looks like he's just reclining, relaxed. She looks like she's literally like this. To sit there, so, pointing her stomach upward and like sitting. She doesn't look comfortable at all. You can't even lay your head on his shoulder, Foodie.
Whoa, it's raining so bad.
It looks like, you know what? I can't say for sure, but it looks like they paid that poor tuk-tuk driver less than $6, and he drove them a long, long way. There's a lot of footage of him driving. It wasn't just down the street a long way, and it's raining. And anybody that drives, that driving in the rain just becomes much more dangerous. So you paid less than $6 for this man to drive you a long way in the rain. Shame on you, Foodie. You'll spend $100 on takeout, but you won't pay a tuk-tuk driver $6 for a ride. You're scum.
I'm getting soaked.
I can't feel it.
You know what would have been funny? Would have been really funny if another passing car from this side splashed the both of them with water. That would have been great.
Over here.
Yeah.
Just hit a big puddle and here comes the wave, man. Wipe out.
Wet. I'm getting soaking wet.
You should have taken a regular taxi, fool. Stop complaining. This is what you wanted. You guys wanted to barter this poor guy down to nothing. Now you got to deal with the consequences of an open vehicle.
We're getting wet, guys. Oh,
I'm not crying for you.
mashallah. Oh, spider web, babe.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Whoa.
Soaking wet.
I know.
Salah is probably hoping that some of that rain gets on Foodie, because that'll be the only time she bathes herself.
It's fun, right?
Go ahead, get wet. You need to get wet.
Right?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my
Okay, so we've seen a lot of the footage of this gentleman driving a tuk-tuk and they're driving to the streets. So it feels like filler footage to me. We got to make this vlog at least 13 minutes long. He did drive them a long way, it looks like a long, long way. So considering how much pressure that poor engine is under and the cost of gas, how much did this poor tuk-tuk driver actually make in profit? Probably not much.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoy walking around with us in the Arab street in Bangkok, Thailand here. And as you saw, they have so many other products like shoes, perfumes, restaurants and cafes. So
Well, you guys could have made it into like a shopping vlog, just go into many different shops, but you didn't do that. And there were shops everywhere. I'm sure there were lots of interesting products and things, but you guys didn't show us that because Foodie did not want to deal with people staring at her.
I hope you enjoyed.
All right, guys, we're gonna enjoy this bumpy ride back to the hotel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Assalamu.
Masalama.
Yeah, imagine staying at a hotel, not even like in a hostel or room, and paying $6 to a driver. Y'all suck. You really suck. Anyway, that's it for my react to this vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to take a look at the live that she did. It looks like there might be some interesting parts in there. I'm going to just see what's going on. But I hope you guys have a great afternoon, and I will speak at you later. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and take care. Bye-bye.